Hello and a very warm welcome to everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Nilesh Mehta, joined by my co-host, Harit, the sweet man Joshi. Harit Joshi, of course, a very seasoned cricket reporter, but the one who really matters on the screen at the moment is Brian Masaba. Of course, Brian, it was 26th November 2023 when Uganda beat Zimbabwe by 5 wickets and created a stir in the world of cricket as that famous dance that we have seen on YouTube and so many channels on so many occasions probably still reverberates in your mind. With that brief introduction, Skipper, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Nilesh. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, take us back to that 26th November day when the whole country celebrated that moment when you guys found out that you will be on that plane traveling to the USA for the T20 World Cup being held here in June 2024.
Yeah, it was a great day for Ugandan cricket, for Uganda as a country, but also for us as a team because we'd put in a lot of work over the years, a lot of sacrifice and a lot of effort. So for it to bear fruit in the form of the World Cup was massive for us. It was a great relief for us as a team. We'd had a tough tournament, so we were very, very excited. And again, it was massive. It was a massive sense of relief for us at finally getting over the line after a couple of tries that didn't quite work out in the previous years.
Now, I have read that in your career there have been some changes in terms of, are you primarily a bowler or a primary batter, and things kind of went, there was a shift in it. Can you tell the viewers about it, please?
Well, I started out as a medium pace bowler. That's when I joined, when I made my senior debut back in 2011. So I was opening the bowling seam up, and there was always a bit of batting ability, but it's not something that I really took up back then. But then eventually, after some time in the team, there was quite a number of guys doing who had a similar skill set to what I did. We had a couple of all-rounders, seam bowling all-rounders that could bat a bit as well. So competition for places was quite stiff, and it was very difficult to get into the team. So I went back and thought about it and thought, what else can I add that would help me contribute a bit more towards the team success. So I started 2017. I started bowling leg spin and batting a bit more, and so yeah, that's a skill set I developed starting 2017, and it's what I've done since then. I became more of a batsman that bowls some leg spin and some offs as well. So yeah, that's where I am now.
I've seen that video of you bowling the googly and showing how the googly is going to be bowled with the back of the hand. So are you still, have you perfected the googly now?
I wouldn't call it perfect. It's one of the toughest deliveries to bowl as a leggy. And it requires years and years of practice to master it. I'll bowl it occasionally, but not as often as I'd like, because it's still a bit difficult to control. But it's a ball you need to have in your arsenal as a leg spinner, especially with the way world cricket is competitive now. So you need to find a way to stay ahead of the curve and stay competitive. So I like to try out a few different things. The slider, the quicker ball, top spinner. So I like to try out all of them and just find a way to make it work.
Who do you look up to? Who is your idol leg spinner in the world? That you say, I want to emulate that person.
Well, from past years, it was always 𝐍𝐢𝐥𝐞𝐬𝐡. I mean, any young leggy in the world looked up to 𝐍𝐢𝐥𝐞𝐬𝐡. He's the greatest leg spinner that ever lived. So he was always a big inspiration. And initially, when I was starting out, I watched a lot of videos of him bowling. But currently, it's changed a bit with the advent of T20 cricket. So it's difficult to find a traditional leg spinner in the mold of 𝐍𝐢𝐥𝐞𝐬𝐡. So there's a couple of guys that I like to watch and try and see how they go about things. Guys like Adil Rashid and Rashid Khan, Adam Zampa. They are leggies that have found a way to survive in the T20 era. So there's a lot to learn from them and how they go about their business. So these are guys I try and watch as much as I can and try and learn from them.
Correct?
Brian, first of all, congratulations on the big step, towards not just your career but also for Uganda cricket.